Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the RLA Year End concert. Before we begin today, we'd like to acknowledge that the lands in which we work, learn, and play are on the Treaty 8 territory and on the traditional lands of the Fort Nelson First Nation. My name is Sadie.
And I'm Francesca.
And we will be your MCs this evening. You are in for a real treat tonight, as students have been working hard since their last concert to prepare fun new music to share with everyone here.
Before we begin tonight's program, a few quick reminders. To allow the full concentration of the performers, we would ask that you take a few moments to make sure that you turned off any cell phones that might make noise during the performance, as this can be a real distraction. We'd also ask that you do not take flash photographs while they're in the middle of a performance. We hope that you will stay for the entire evening, but if you need to leave, we ask that you wait until there is a break in the music before you exit or enter the theater, as this is distracting to the audience and the performers. Thank you for your cooperation. With all that out of the way, we can now get to the music.
The first group this evening is our grade 5 beginner ensemble made of students from Mr. Gilbert and Miss Trainer's class. These students have been playing for 9 months and have come a long way from the first month of Hot Cross Buns and Mary Had a Little Lamb. The grade 5 group that traveled to FSJ in April earned a gold rating at the North Peace Performing Arts Festival.
The first piece of the evening is Star Splitter Fanfare, composed by Brian Balmages. This short, energetic fanfare is a great way to start tonight's program. Please join us in cheering on the grade 5s with the first piece of the night, Star Splitter Fanfare.
The Clock Strikes, composed by Rob Grice, features the rhythmic ticking of a grandfather clock as it approaches midnight. Please enjoy 12 The Clock Strikes.
The beginning band's last piece for you tonight is Rock This Band by Robert Sheldon. Featuring the low section of the band, this piece has a catchy melody that will keep your toes tapping. Feel free to clap along with the final piece for these students, Rock This Band.
Let's have another round of applause for these talented young musicians. Bravo. Give us just a few moments to get everyone organized for some solos and duets.
Soloists ready? Just Ella. No Ella. All right, you ready for solos? Okay. All right, ladies, let's go. I'll say it. I make them wait. I can wait too. All right, MCs.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
So for our first soloist, we have Aria for Under the Sea. And did we exit?
Cool. I love it. Try that. Yeah.
Next up, we have Jackson with A Tisket a Tasket.
Right there. Keep going back. There it is. You got it. Okay.
All right, our next duet is Aria and Avery, and they are playing Sandy Bay March Melody.
Next, we have Aria with Bella's Lullaby.
Next up, we have Marisol, and she's playing Pirates of the Caribbean.
And for our last solo, we have Lily for a friend like me.
A big thank you to all of our soloists this evening. We now need a few minutes to get our junior jazz band set up. Feel free to stand up and stretch while we do so.
All in front. Yeah, yeah, right there. Yep. Huh? Hand clap.
Hand clap first?
Hand clap first. Huh? Grab all the sacks. You guys want you know what? No, let's not. play B flat. Just check everything B flat. Alright, we got ready for hand clap. Hand clap. Did we do Spency's? Yeah.
On stage now is our junior jazz band. These students have been meeting twice a week at lunch to have an introduction to this jazz style of playing. Tonight they have two pieces for us, starting with Hand Clap, originally written by Fitz and the Tantrums. Our version is arranged by Paul Murtha. This piece features a rhythmic melody that is sure to make your hands clap. Please enjoy Hand Clap.
Alright, ready, clap your hands. Ready? Is that good? Move it over. Good? Got that first? Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Junior Jazz Band's final piece for you this year is Final Countdown, originally a hit song by the band Europe. Johnny Vincent has arranged this piece to count us down to the end of the school year. We hope you enjoy the Final Countdown. Another round of applause for the Junior Jazz Band. Huh? Okay. Wait, I gotta wait for them to stop. In April, over 50 students traveled to Fort St. John to participate in the North Peace Performing Arts Festival. While we switch over the stage, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the trip.
The RLA Advanced Band consists of students who are in grades 6 and 7. Most of the students in this ensemble have been playing for 2 or 3 years, but there are some first years in the ensemble. This group also attended the North Peace Performing Arts Festival in FSJ and came home with a silver. They have 3 pieces for us, starting with Night Fury, composed by Carol Britton Chambers, depicts a mythical time period full of adventure and excitement. We invite you to join us as our band travels from castles, past dragon lairs, and dines with kings and queens. Please enjoy Night Fury.
The Dragon Lord depicts our band's precarious journey as they pass by the Dragon Lord's lair. This piece is part of Randall Standridge's Tales from the Darklands collection. It features the lonely dragon lord soaring above the sky and the echo of his roar. Please enjoy and wish us luck. Here is the Dragon Lord.
Before our last piece of the evening, I'd like to invite Mr. Johnstone over to the mic to say a few words.
Thank you so much. Before we go, I just always want to say a few thank yous because this does not just happen. There's so many people behind the scenes and on stage that make this happen. So first of all, I want to say a big, huge thank to our maintenance staff. As you can imagine, this is a lot of stuff that has to come down from the band room. So a big round of applause for them. It definitely is not all fitting in the back of my Mazda. Big thank you to John Roper, Aiden, and his entire staff here at the Phoenix Theater. They're always so accommodating. They basically just say, hey, come in and do what you need to get done. And we've been able to do this now for 17 years with me, and it's always been amazing. So thank you to John. A big shout out to the RLA staff. I'm always trying to pillage kids for combined rehearsals. We had a few here. I know Shannon, Miss Trainer, and Mr. Gilbert were here just helping corral the kittens back there, make sure that no one got loose. So it's really, really appreciated because I can't be in all places at once, so I do appreciate them coming and helping out. You've seen Sawyer running around. We have Caden up in the booth. And I always have some extra kids that have come and sort of helped get set up. So big thank you to all of them for coming early. And of course, a shout out to our amazing MCs. I just threw them on them last week, I think I asked. So thank you to Sadie and Francesca. They can come out. And thank you to you guys for coming. It always is a little disheartening when I hear sometimes that parents just kind of drop their kids off and be like, I'll pick you up in an hour. So thank you for staying. I do really mean that. And thank you to the kids who play on stage. I know sometimes we sort of get, with our devices and our Netflix and our Prime, having still an experience where we can all come together and share in something live, it's sort of becoming less common. So I really do appreciate everyone coming and supporting these kids as they're well on their way on their musical journey. So thank you to everyone in the audience, and of course thank you to the kids on stage who chose to be here. So. I should give a shout out to, where are my parents? Where are they hiding? Oh, I don't know, are they? Huh? Oh, they're like way over there. My parents came all the way from Tara. Now they're trapped. They thought they were only here for a week, and it's like, aha, we're going to close all the roads on you. You're stuck here forever now. So thank you for coming up. This is like their 4th or 5th concert. They come all the way from Tara, so thank you for coming up. Really appreciate it. And of course, they made some delicious dinners. That didn't help either. So, all right, I'm going to pass it back to who's next, Francesca, to finish us off here.
All right, for the final piece of the evening, Any Way You Want It was originally written by Journey in 1980. Our version, composed by Michael Story, is sure to bring you back in time with this classic rock. We'll play it the way you need it. Here is Any Way You Want It.
Any way you want it, not need it. Same thing. Here we go.
Oh,
And
okay.
MC. Typo. Here we go. And plus. T, and 1, T, T, 4.
One final big round of applause for all the amazing talent and effort these students put in tonight. And that brings an end to our year-end concert. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Don't forget that FNS's concert is tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock, and we hope you can come cheer them on. Have a safe and enjoyable summer holiday, and we look forward to seeing you all again in September.
Please come to the concert tomorrow. Please. Our jazz band is very cool.
Thank you! Yeah.